Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator and our Tuesday stream, Taking a Cruise. Junior, how's it going today? And we are back out in Harvin's W990. And right now we are sitting here in Hobbs, New Mexico. First run is going to be taking us over to Phoenix to FedEx. We've got a load of appliances on the back. Not too heavy, 25,650 pounds, but it is paying us $55,000. And that is why I went ahead and got that. We do have the custom 53-foot trailer on today, and we've got it set up as a reefer, and the reason for that, the reefer is the most versatile trailer in the game. Blackout, how's it going today? Thanks for joining in. So without any further waiting, let's climb into the W990, get the good old Cummins N14 fired up, and get moving on down the road. And it looks like I had just lost all my sounds here. Give me a moment, I'm going to restart. And I hate when that happens, either that or something is going on with my headphones. Well, we got sound there. We've got sound here. Let's hopefully this does not happen again. There we go, that sounds a whole lot better. I gotta love when my computer starts being royally stupid on me. Hey Thomas, how's it going? Oh, I'm not running Bluetooth headphones, they were plugged in, but that's the second time it happened. I went to start the game and it didn't have sound, which is very, very weird. So there might be something going on with my IQ software.
Turn left. Turn left.
Hey Danellis, how's it going today?
Stay right, then turn right. Turn right.
How's everybody's week going so far? Oh, we're in single player. I'm not doing multiplayer. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to be streaming that. What's wrong with buying it off of Steam? And even if you go to a store and buy a hard copy or whatever, it's going to have you register it on Steam. and then you don't have to worry about any updates. It downloads them already for you. Oh, Steam is very, very easy to use. Now, you don't have the game already, is that correct, Blackout? Alright, here's what I want you to do. It doesn't cost anything to create a Steam account. And you have two different options for what I'm about to describe. First one is to try out the ATS demo. Now, granted, it's probably an older version. The scale of the map is off. But when the game was released, Arizona, everybody got that for free. So if you go to do Play Arizona, which is free to play, you will be able to run around in Arizona for as much as you like, and then see if you will then want to buy the game. I mean, the game is not overly graphically intense. Ever since I rebuilt my system in some barren areas here in the game, I get over 200 FPS. Hey David, how's it going? You can play with a keyboard and mouse. That's how I first started. You don't need a gaming computer to play this. Now, depending on what type of graphics card that you run, or if it's integrated graphics, you'll just need to play around with the graphics settings a little bit. Now, if it's integrated graphics, you're probably going to want that on the low side. Wispy, what's up today? Yeah, and I apologize for the title on Mixer. Restream is having an API issue, so the stream title is not going to be matching of what I'm doing. Don't need to know a lot about computers to even play games that are Blackout. Creating a Steam account is absolutely free. All you need to be is pretty much be 13 years old and have a valid email address. You don't even need to provide your real name, I don't think, unless you're going to be making purchases. Peter, you need a program called Paint.net, or if you want to go the expensive route, you can buy Photoshop. maybe have your mom or dad make an account for you.
Go straight.
Alright, 10-4 blackout. Just giving you some ideas there. And Peter, if you want a good tutorial to follow, search for ATS skin, how to make skins for ATS ETS2. The author of the video on YouTube is CST Gaming. That's Charlie Sam Thomas Gaming. And I'll be the first to admit, I am a dunce when it comes to vehicles. I don't know diddly squat about them. Roger that, David. Grab me one while you're there. How about it? We're basically going to be on all two-lane roads here till we get over to Las Cruces, when we can hit up on I-10 and run that into Phoenix. I appreciate you joining in, Blackout, and thank you for the sub. If you don't have those private, don't get a notification. Hey, Tall Tree, how's it going there? Oh, of course, any truck with an N14 in it is going to sound good. Doing awesome like a possum. Basically, it's about 80 degrees here, a little bit on the muggier side. Work is all done for the day, so just already had dinner. Now it's just time to relax and drive. Oh, we're gonna follow the law here and turn on our headlights as we go in a tunnel. Yeah, now my only hope is I don't fall asleep here and then crash, because that will be one hell of a rude awakening. And actually, Blackout, I mean, I am not too worried about subs, to be honest with you. I do this because I enjoy it. I don't do it for any money. Now, granted, I do have links below in the description for those who do wish to donate, but it is not a requirement. And it's just like, if I ever get to 1,000 subscribers, am I going to turn on super chats and channel sponsorship? Nope, because as I mentioned, it's not about money. And how often do you hear a YouTuber say it's not about money, when 95, I'm going to say at least 95% who do it is doing it for money?
Straight.
There we go. That is music to my ears, that turbo whistle. And granted, I just spent probably about $1,200 upgrading my computer. And you want to know something? I didn't beg any of my subscribers for any money. I mean, I'm not going to name anybody specifically here, but a recent, I'm going to say another YouTuber who does play ATS literally bought a $700 wheel, and his subscribers paid for it completely when he more than had enough money on his own to do it. So, and that's one reason why I will never do that. I'm not placing any blame on him or anything. I mean, it's fine that his subscribers went ahead and did that. However, if that was me and I want a new wheel or whatever, I am not going to be putting a notice in the stream saying I'm not sure how we had it, but I'm not going to let my subscribers pay for it. Welcome back, David. You did not. Maybe about 100 miles of the trip, if that. And that's all I'm ever going to do this for, is for fun. I'm not doing it to make my full-time job or anything. I've already got that for money. I mean, granted, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I am going to get monetized again. I will get money from advertising, but I'll be honest with you guys, we're talking maybe a quarter a video that I would get. It's not earth-shattering amounts of money that I'm going to be making. War Machine, no, we are not in the T680. We're in the W990 today.
Stay right.
We've got a load of appliances on the back that we're going over to Phanteks in Phoenix.
Exit right. Get ready to turn left.
Oh, nice place for a work zone. Oh, are you referring to the lights on the trailer, back by the trailer wheels? I did see that. Hey, Jobby, what's up today? Good thing it's not having me go through town here. We're gonna go down and hit 10 instead of going through the middle of Las Cruces. No, I do not have that mod active. I'm probably never gonna use it. Oh yeah, we're just cruising along today, having ourselves a holly jolly old time.
Stay right, and then exit right.
Well, besides a nagging frog in my throat that I've had all day, I'm not doing too bad. the skin on the truck today is courtesy of Poly, the skin on the trailer. This is version 1.7 of the custom 53-foot Reaper, and that's one of the custom skins that's included. Oh, of course, Junior, I've heard of Christmas in July. Oh, I don't drink Blackout. Literally, what I drink is mostly water and coffee in the morning. Hey, Namanja, what's up today? Now, you'd be surprised, I don't drink Pepsi. It's way too sweet for me. If I do drink a pop or a soda, it's normally Dr. Pepper. I am doing great today. Sorry about that zoom in. I just wanted to take a look at that one gauge that's bouncing around. That doesn't look right. My brother got his when he started driving truck, which was back in the 90s. He went through Schneider in order to get his, so he had to stay with Schneider for a year, otherwise they'd yank his CDL on him, so that's what he went to. I went through a tractor trailer school in order to get mine, and the reason for that was the job I had at the time, I was laid off due to the job being phased out. And I was eligible for job retraining, so at the time when I went through school, it was $2,500 to go through the CDL school. My state paid for it all. And even though it's like $80 every 4 years to renew my CDL, that is one thing I am not going to get rid of. I can always go back to the profession if needed. Have you tried refreshing the page? What lane we losing here? welcome back, War Machine. Now, do they have you on anti-seizure medication, David, or what are they doing? And do you have a chance of even driving again? Now, a quick question, guys, for those who are watching. Is anybody having any, like, graininess to the stream whatsoever? Or is everyone all nice and crystal clear on it? And the reason I'm asking, during my stream on Sunday, someone had mentioned that my stream was extremely grainy. I went back and watched it that night after it got done processing, and it was crystal clear on my side. So, and I'm guessing it was a YouTube screw up at the time, or somebody's internet was screwing up. I wanted to say it at the time, but it doesn't matter how fast your internet is. Your DNS servers do go stale, and they require a refreshing, pretty much rebooting your modem. So I think that might have been what that guy's issue was. Yeah, I stream at 1080p 60 now that I'm on the the NV encoder or NVIDIA encoder for RTX. It makes it a little bit easier on my side, but that's also why I can get 200 FPS. That is not affecting my CPU, and it does not affect my graphics card. That is a whole different area on the graphics card for encoding. Hey, Flatman, I do appreciate that. Thank you. Reefers in median every day, they are not bad. I would not do their lease purchase. If you can get on as a company driver, I would do that. Thomas, how's it going today? Horrible lag in cities. Have you updated your video card drivers? Well, the thing with a reefer junior is they can pretty much haul dry freight and also refrigerated. And like it isn't, that's why I always pull a reefer behind me, because it's one of the it's probably the most versatile trailer in the game. Even if it does cost you more on the ownership part, it's just so much easier. You don't need to swap out anything. Now, is this the new driver that is giving you issues?
Go straight.
No, that's very common, Blackout, to see lines of trucks going into a chicken coop. What mods have you added recently? Anything that might draw on your system? Truckers MP wouldn't be causing that. If you want to check now, do you use NVIDIA or AMD graphics cards? Hey Jess, how's it going? No, we're still on the first run. Actually, we started all the way on the eastern side of New Mexico. We're almost here up to Phoenix. We've still got a little bit of Phoenix here to go through, and then we should be on our way. They've got all the bugs worked out of 1903, because that's the one that I'm running there, War Machine, and I'm not having any issues. Have you changed anything in the NVIDIA control panel recently? Have you checked to see if the power mode for ATS is set at prefer maximum performance, or is it on like optimal or something like, or balanced or something like that? Welcome back, Blackout.
Go straight.
And one other thing to check also is the performance mode of your graphics card in the NVIDIA control panel, and make sure that your power mode for your computer is set also to high power. You don't want that on balanced when you're gaming.
Stay left. Stay left.
Oh, I do grind a gear every now and then. And that's when I say if you can't find it, you grind it. Yeah, now another thing, it's even on my RTX 2070. I mean, out in the middle of nowhere, I average 150 plus for my FPS. When I get into the cities, I do lose a lot of that, and it's perfectly normal to have FPS drops in the city. Just the reason for you've got so much more to render. Oh, you mean money for the game blackout? No, this is a hacked profile. I've literally got $4 billion on this profile because I'm constantly moving trucks in and out of my streaming profile. That's what I've done. But I do have a profile that I do not use any money cheats on, that only right now has maybe about $200,000 on it.
Stay left.
Maricopa County, welcome to Phoenix. Out in the middle of nowhere, I was running, as I mentioned, 150. Right now here in Phoenix, my FPS is high 90s to low triple digits. So, I mean, it's perfectly normal. That's a 50 plus FPS loss. And Cody, you were on the wrong lane here.
Exit right.
If your screen is shutting off, Jess, you might have something else going on there besides any like lag issues or anything. Your screen should not be shutting off in the middle of a game.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
And as stupid as it may sound, also, if you do not clean out the inside of your tower and get the dust out of it, heat can cause issues also. So if you haven't done that, definitely open up this side of your tower and get it cleaned out. Do not use a vacuum cleaner though. Yeah, my biggest FPS drops are actually in Gallup, Flagstaff, and Las Vegas. Hey, LeVar, how's it going today? FTG is pretty good, although that can get, the chat can get a little bit on the raunchier side there. So, and that's one thing to look out for. Not a whole lot is new. And there we go. That was some really good grinding. I've been there and done that.
Turn right. Turn right. Turn left.
FTG, otherwise Full Tilt Gaming.
Turn right.
And that could be a possibility, Jess, if cutting out like that.
You have arrived at
Now, is
your
it only
destination.
doing it in ATS
Your
or is
route
it
guidance is now finished.
regular computing also? Well, you don't buy a G27. The G27 is no longer made. If you're looking at Amazon.com prices and see it for $1,000, don't even bother. It's not even worth that kind of money. And chances are that seller probably doesn't even have it anyway. What you would want to go for, depending on what you do, I find Thrustmaster to be very good, at least with the force feedback and everything. And a good starter wheel for Thrustmaster is right around 200 bucks. Give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna grab a piece of candy for my throat. Alright, let's see. Where the heck can we go? Yeah, G29 920 will work. Okay, let's go to Ehrenberg, because I have not been there in forever. Some more appliances going to Best Buy, so I figure these are going to be Samsung appliances. I have not heard of Movie Guy Gaming. I try not to cuss every now and then, meaning that something may slip out, but the majority of the time I try to keep things family friendly here.
Turn right. Turn left. Turn right.
Give me a moment, guys. I gotta take a phone call. I am very, very sorry about that, guys. My mom is not home, and she's up with my brother. I had called her earlier today, and she was just returning my phone call. So, yeah, I definitely did not expect her to be calling right now. So, had to take care of a little bit of family business.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Stay right, then turn right. Turn right.
Now, Jess, how old is your graphic card?
Okay, let's find a new route.
Ah, crap. I was supposed to go that way. Coda, you idiot. Alright, we'll just go up here and turn around, because I am a doofus.
Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right. Turn left.
I don't have anything personal against cussing, I just don't want to do it. Definitely, it's more being family friendly. I mean, you hear enough of that language during the day and whatnot. I don't want it here. It is 7 p.m. Nemanja. I am on the east coast of the USA.
Stay right. Stay left.
Yeah, I'd be thankful there, Mr. Wienerwagen. Yes, they do pull reefers. They've also got a flatbed division. I see what you're saying, Blackout. Definitely can understand that. Well, here's the best part, Nemanja. They cannot really get past me. They are limited to 65 miles an hour. Or maybe 68 these days. I'm not sure anymore. But back in the day, holy moly, when I was driving, Schneider, JB Hunt, Werner, Swift, all governed to 55 miles per hour. You're running up on them doing 65, woohoo, you better be careful. Have a good one, Junior. No, that will be limited to just the Xbox. What you would, if you want the one that works on PC, that will be the Thrustmaster Ferarri 458 Italia version. Hey, Wolfpack, how's it going? I do, David, but as I've said many times before, I very seldom, if ever, use my Discord. Most of the trucks around Europe all the countries have them limited to 55, or I believe the kilometers per hour is like 90.
Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right. Turn left.
Just about every major carrier these days is pretty much governed on their speed.
Turn right. You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
the last cab over that Peterbilt produced was a 352. Someone correct me if I am wrong. But Scania, Mercedes over in Europe, yeah, they're all cab overs. Oh, there, we need to jump to the left here just a little bit. Oh yeah, they're still legal here in the US. There are still 2 manufacturers making them. However, one of them is Freightliner. They're still making the Argosy model. However, it is being sold as a glider kit. Basically, you get the cab and that is about it, and the front axle. You need to supply from basically the frame rail from the cab back and the rear end, which is quite expensive. And then the other one is international, and I believe that's called the Aerostar that they're doing. However, that truck is for export only. Alright, what do we got here? More used packaging. Okay, yeah, Fresno it is. I do appreciate that, David. It definitely lets me know that my stream is not being a pain in the butt. Guys see me looking right like that all the time, I've got a button box on the side of me, so I'm just making sure I'm getting the right things turned off. Now, if you guys do want to see my setup, if you look below in the video description, there is a link there for Flickr. Go ahead and give that link a click and you will be able to see my setup. Now, granted, it has changed a little bit from what is in there, but the basic everything else is the same.
Ready to turn left. Turn left.
Now, the American Truck Simulator that is on mobile, it's not the same company that makes this one. Yeah, I haven't searched for it, so I'm not sure who is making it for mobile. Yeah, the cattle trailer from Bart is really nice. I'm not sure how optimized it is. Did you get any customizations with it? Or did you just get the plain old Chrome version? No, I mean the trailer, not the truck itself. Pizza, pizza. Yeah, right now pizza is not appetizing when you're full. Then again, I've only bought one trailer from Bart, so I'm not sure on his cattle hauler of what options that he actually has. I'm sure there's probably options for a bunch of lighting if you wanted to.
Go straight.
The reason I run this engine is because it sounds the most realistic to me. It is the Cummins N14. It's a 605 horsepower. It is a chipped motor. Now you might be asking, what is a chip motor? Well, the N14 in real life did not go above 525 on the horsepower. However, if you go in and reprogram the chip, you are able to get more horsepower out of the engine, and that's what a chipped motor is. you can say a chipped motor is like overclocking your CPU or graphics card, basically, since it's just a reprogram is all it is. Today's trucks run quite a bit cleaner than the ones that I did, we'll put it that way. Sunrise and sunset looks up, here we go, amazing in the game. Yes, sir, I do know how to get to Fresno from here. It's not that hard.
Stay left.
And I have not got off at that exit there for the longest time. The only time I get off there is when I go to those Plaster and Sons, or there's two of them up there. That's the only time I get off at that exit.
Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Well, in order to get your CDL, basically, yes, you need a permit and whatnot. The driver's test really isn't that bad. However, the job itself is extremely stressful. traffic in the game is bad, sitting behind a truck, real life traffic is a whole lot worse. I mean, the AI here in game, I'm going to say, does a good job at imitating real life, but there are way more stupid drivers in real life compared to this game. And because of that reason alone and the way that some people drive, a lot of trucking companies and even owner-operators are putting cameras in their vehicles. No, it would not be. Actually, if you're leasing on with a company and you have your own truck, it's actually more stressful. Because then you're basically, right now it's the easiest to be a company driver. You really don't have to worry about maintenance. You fuel the truck if anything goes wrong. You pull in somewhere and they will fix it, and you will give what's called a PO to the repair shop or a purchase order. So that way they can get the bill over to the company so they can pay it. If you are an owner-operator, you pay for your fuel cost, you pay for maintenance, you pay for truck washes if you want to do that. If you pop a tire, for example, there's money. There's a couple $100 right out of your pocket.
Stay left.
Hey, lovely, it's starting to rain. Yeah, you really can't pull a power washer with you on the road, though, that's the thing. And there are guys out on the road, if they get one speck of dust on the truck, they're pulling into a streaking beacon.
Stay left.
Even like a lease purchase program, I do not recommend. At least not in the way it's going today. Right now, freight is actually really good for the trucking industry, but it's going to be dropping to the basement here to what some analysts are seeing, and so they're giving a warning already.
straight.
Never saw a bear when I was back in the day when I was driving. Now the other day this was last week. I was up in New York at the casino. On the way home, ran across, a bear jumped in front of the road in front of us. That was literally slam on your brakes and hope you don't hit him. Yeah, bears was 0. Now, don't ask me about deer because I had more than one issue with deers, especially smacking them. I've never had any issues with them. And back when I was driving, Ohio was still at 55 for trucks. I was running through on the turnpike the one day, and literally I was running 65 and keeping up with everybody else. Cops never said a darn thing to me, never flashed their lights at me, nothing.
Exit right. Turn left.
And I got the point that day that I was running across Ohio like that is I wasn't weaving in and out of traffic or being a safety hazard or anything, and I mean, really never had any issues because I was in the right-hand lane unless I was passing, and I did not drive like a maniac. No, that is not normal. And those are the people who end up being organ donors.
Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Yeah, watch this one be a blindside back. Oh, it isn't. How lucky for us. Ah, there's that stupid bug again. Welcome back, War Machine. Oh, what do we got here? We'll go to print, but I'm actually going to go, I'm not going to run down to 15 and go across. We're actually going to go up here, come across this road here, then down this way. That will take us through Death Valley. Alright, so we got loaded here. We're just going to go up there. Well, what is that? 338? And it's about 70 miles out of route, but no, I'm going this way because I want to. Yeah, more than likely after this run, I normally go about 2 hours. we're gonna have to stop and get ourselves some go-go juice too. We're down to like 3/8 of a tank here. And there's one right up here, so we're just gonna stop before we jump back on the interstate. This is really going to hurt the wallet because fuel in California over $4 a gallon for diesel. Yeah, I've been through Atlanta rush hour traffic. It was bad 20 years ago. I'm sure it's just as bad or worse these days. You need to download the drivers from the Thrustmaster website there, War Machine. You just can't plug it in and go like you would on an Xbox or a PS4. Windows machines do require the drivers.
Go straight.
Oh, if you're looking at the 458 that you mentioned, that is Windows, well, excuse me, Xbox only. The one that works with Windows is the 458 Italia edition. I follow what you're saying there, Blackout. For the platform on the website War Machine, you might want to change that to PC, and then you should be able to find it.
Exit right. Turn right.
Oh, you're fine. Now, the parts of where I've been to on, at least on the East Coast, next to the ocean, has been off the Virginia Coast on the Delmarva Peninsula, an island called Chincoteague and Assateague. And where Chincoteague and Assateague is at, you guys know where United Launch Alliance launcher rockets from, Wallops Island. You go right by there on the way there. So it's actually very interesting out there. I mean, Assateague Island is a nature preserve, and Chincoteague Island, I think there's only one national chain restaurant that was on there the last time I was there, and that was the McDonald's. Yeah, Georgia peaches are the absolute best. I don't want peaches grown in like California. And for apples in the United States, the majority, I mean, they're grown here in Pennsylvania, but the best ones are grown out in Washington.
Turn right.
Oh, I so cannot wait to get into Utah and start doing some of those new companies. That is going to be awesome. I mean, I'm specifically wanting to see more what the oil field and production is like in that state. That's like the best place to get oranges is Florida, isn't it? I mean, there's so many varieties. And then for strawberries, you want to get those from California. I mean, my produce that I buy, I want everything grown in the United States. I don't buy anything that's produced in like Chile or Mexico or anything like that. 1920 by 1080 today, Jess. That's all that my monitors are. I'm not running like 2K or 4K, anything like that. Ah, crap, here's a speeding ticket. Oh, we didn't get one. How about that? What version of Windows are you running, War Machine? And Thrustmaster wheels will work on Windows 7, 8, and 10. You shouldn't have any problem running any Thrustmaster wheels. Not a problem, Jess.
Get ready to turn right.
They haven't released a date yet, AJ. No, I'm guessing sometime November, possibly December. On the base map itself, you can get to New Mexico. Now, if you use a mod called Coast to Coast, you do have the entire lower 48. There are people working on areas. Louisiana was completely redone here recently. The whole southeast of the U.S., specifically Florida, Georgia, you shouldn't have any issues in there. Texas is being worked on. Someone is working on Montana. So, I mean, there's work all over the place going on, but it's not going to be on the same level as SCS quality. I mean, it's fine if you want to do longer runs. Me, personally, I'd rather not. At least not yet. I do not use Coast to Coast. Yeah, the lower 48, the only states that are missing there is Alaska and Hawaii. Pro Mods is working on ATS. They are starting off with British Columbia in Canada. And it will be the same as ETS2 you want to download from a faster server. I mean, it's basically like a buck donation. Otherwise, it's going to be downloaded in parts, well, multiple parts from a slow server. It's actually kind of glad they're starting in BC. I wouldn't mind seeing the Coca-Cola on, well, in the game. I mean, they're now in Canon Dreams, the Coca-Cola is in there, but it is utter crap the way it is built. No, they do not. Yes, I have, Big Daddy. Many a times. What the hell is that guy doing? Holy crap! Oh, Mr. AI, give me a heart attack, why don't you?
Get ready to turn left.
Probably Thursday. Oh, I always watch where the heck I'm going. And I'm surprised that I haven't hit anything this stream. Normally it's once this stream I hit something. I plan on it, Big Daddy. I do appreciate the kind comments. Now, depending on your time zone, if you're Eastern or Central, I normally start streaming 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. If I'm a little bit on the later side, it's like today around 6.
Turn right.
Yeah, the times I just mentioned are Eastern Daylight Time. Have a good one, Blackout. Yeah, you're 5 hours in front of me, so that puts you at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I'm really hoping once we get Utah later this year, I-15 is going to be connected completely down into Las Vegas, and it would be really nice to get a Las Vegas rebuild. And then they're going to do the 15, well, at least they should, from Las Vegas through the northwest corner of Arizona. Yeah, that's going into Vegas, but they should have the 15 complete then from basically San Diego all the way up to Salt Lake City. Man, my geography today kind of stinks. Yeah, Yeah, weekends it's definitely easier for you, David, and I hope I'm not keeping you from, like, if you oversleep or end up being late for work or something like that. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, in my thing, it's like real life always comes first. If you need to go to bed, you've got to go to bed.
Go straight.
Maybe if we're lucky, if we get a Las Vegas rebuild, the bypass that goes around Vegas, what is it, US 11 or Interstate 11 or something like that, that would be really nice to have too.
Go straight. Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right.
This is in Creechbaum's engine mod version 2.8. If you don't have the mod downloaded, you can download it from the SCS forums.
Go straight. Go straight.
Yeah, any straight pipe sound is gonna sound awesome. And somehow I got a feeling that we're gonna have a blindside back when we get down here to Wally World. You're welcome, Jess.
have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Thank you, David. Yep, blindside back, because with where this trailer is going, there's no way with a 53 I'm gonna be able to get straightened out into there. So yeah, blindside, just the kind of backing that I don't want to do, but we'll get in there. This shouldn't be overly hard either. Alright, this is going to be my get out and look here, so anytime I need it, we're going to have to cut, well, actually start cutting pretty sharp right away. Alright, let's give this a try. Too close, and we're gonna smack that trailer. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a pull up here. And this is the one thing with backing, guys. It doesn't matter how many pull-ups that you guys take in order to get into a slot, go ahead and do it, because safety is #1 key here. Another get out look here. I'm just looking at my positioning. Alright, so now sitting here looking like this, I actually need to start catching the trailer, so we're gonna go ahead, crank the wheel all the way to the right and start catching. And hopefully we don't smack that light pole there. If so, we'll just finagle around it like so. That did not turn out right. Oh, what the heck was I doing there? That's not good either. If this was daylight, it would be a whole lot better, but I cannot see a damn thing here. Let's try this again. And this is like the absolute worst backing in the game as a blindside, because you cannot see what the hell you're doing. I think we've got it here. Maybe. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We're end up smacking that wagon there. Good thing we didn't. Alright, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do this from outside just so I can get the hell in here. Well, now that we're in the slot, we'll go back in here. We're going to straighten out a little bit. Oh, not your fault at all, David. Hey, Miles. You're a little bit late here. We're going to be cutting the stream out right here. I do want to thank you guys for watching this Tuesday evening stream. If you did enjoy the content, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please help the channel grow by slapping that red subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. Have a great rest of your Tuesday nights. Keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.